Hello everybody, my name is Brandon. Welcome back to Cinefessions, where we talk all things media. So I am finally here with the fourth and final part of the My Media-Cation series. So this is going to be thrift store haul number 10, which is just crazy to me that we're already at number 10. And looking at everything else I have stacked up over there for items that I found at the thrift store, I mean, we're going to make it to number 15 here with no issues at all, probably by the end of the year, frankly. But tons of cool things here. This haul in particular is going to be all the DVDs I ended up finding while I was out at the thrift store. There's going to be some things from Goodwill, some from the Goodwill outlet location, and then that random thrift store that was across the street from my hotel, which I was hitting up. So I did pay maybe a little bit more than I typically would for some of these compared to like my local thrift stores, but I've already talked about that ad nauseum here in the last couple hauls. But yeah, so I am really excited to share with you guys the final part here, finally making it to the end of this almost 2 months after the fact. But hey, that's just how it goes sometimes. But anyway, guys, if you do enjoy this video, please give it a like down below. That really does help me out. But with that said, let's not waste any more time at all. Let's dive right in to the fourth and final part of my Media-Cation series, which is also my thrift store haul number 10. If you're the type of person that likes any semblance of order to these videos, I apologize because there is no rhyme or reason to how I'm showing these. They're all DVDs, and that's pretty much that. But the first one here is actually a box set, and this was brand new wrapped, and I found this at the Goodwill outlet. So this was like, I don't know, 15 cents, 20 cents, whatever it was. Super cheap. And so yeah, this is really cool. This is the Best of Discovery Channel Volume 1. So in here, there is, you know what, let me just take them out so you guys can see the covers here. So first up, we have American Chopper, and this one has like two, I don't know if it's episodes or specials, but I believe that is Jet Bike and then Bike-tober. So there's that one from American Chopper. We have Living with Tigers, which looks pretty interesting on the back there. I love nature documentaries. We have Dinosaur Planet, Real Big Stories. So this one looks cool. It looks like there are like 2 different episodes on this one here. Let me see how long. Does it have a runtime on it? Yeah, 98 minutes. So it's a full-length DVD, which is good. And then pretty much the reason I wanted this is Jaws of the Pacific. I love things like this. Gotta love Shark Week. I missed it again this year, but that's how it goes. When you don't have cable, you're just not thinking about it. And then finally, I'm going to butcher this. Nefertiti Resurrected. So yeah, this one looks pretty interesting as well. Honestly, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys though. Really, there's 3 here that I'm interested in, and that's Jaws of the Pacific, Dinosaur Planet, and Living with Tigers. I don't know if I'm going to end up keeping these. These ones will probably end up going back to the thrift store, or they'll go into my trade to disc replay, but we'll see. So yeah, just some really cool haul. Again, 5 discs for, I don't know, less than a quarter, somewhere around there. Just a ridiculous price. So really good deal. So this again is the Discovery Channel, or the Best of Discovery Channel Volume 1. So I thought that was a pretty cool find, especially because it was brand new and just super cheap. So that's the first one I ended up grabbing from the outlet location. This one looks awesome. It has an amazing cast. It's written by the person who wrote Speed, which I love. This is called Hard Rain. So you can see the cast there. Randy Quaid, like Christian Slater is in this, Morgan Freeman, Minnie Driver, just an awesome cast on this. And then again, written by, I don't know his name, but it's the guy who wrote the screenplay for Speed, which is pretty cool. I'm not finding, oh, there it is, Graham Yost. So yeah, this is really interesting. This is directed by Michael Salomon. It's from 1998. An action thriller that takes place in like a torrential downpour. Apparently this city has been evacuated due to a flood, and Christian Slater is like an armored car driver, I guess, and he's getting attacked by this gang of thieves. So I mean, that sounds a lot of fun. So I cannot wait to check out Hard Rain from 1998. Another one here that is brand new, and this was actually a Walmart Black Friday sale item. It has to be because it has the promo sticker on it still. But this is Vacation. So I believe this is like a remake of National Lampoon's Vacation, if I am correct. But it has a really good cast. I love Ed Helms. He's fantastic. Cristina Applegate is just excellent as an actress. So yeah, really good cast on this one. And this was directed, who was this directed by? Written and directed by Jonathan Goldstein and John Francis Daly. So yeah, this one looks like it's a lot of fun. I don't remember what year this is, but I feel like it was sometime during my family video days. So like sometime between like 2012 and 2014 15-ish, maybe somewhere in there. But yeah, this is one I've been wanting to see for a long time, so I'm very happy to add this one to the collection. We have Vacation with Ed Helms and Cristina Applegate. I was able to find a Woody Allen film, and this one is from 2008. This is Vicky, Cristina, Barcelona. So I've heard really good things about this one, and it's another one with an excellent cast. Javier Bardem is in this. I believe, yeah, ScarJo is in this, who is one of my favorites. I've talked about her a number of times recently. I just love her. So yeah, this is probably going to be really enjoyable. I believe it's a Woody Allen film, so I'm guessing it's a romantic comedy of sorts. So yeah, very intrigued to check this one out. I still have never seen a Woody Allen film, and I actually picked up Annie Hall within maybe the last year or so here at the thrift store recently. So I do need to watch that one because that's like the first one I want to see because it's supposed to be one of the best. So yeah, I got to get around to this director. But anyway, for, the cheap price here, I'll definitely add this. It does have like the barcode is, cut out. So it must have been a review copy or something like that, but that's all right. The disc is totally fine and it looks normal. So Vicky Cristina Barcelona from Woody Allen in 2008. Cristina Applegate is making her second appearance already in this video. This is from 2011, Hall Pass. So she is in this along with Jenna Fisher is in this from The Office. And then you have Owen Wilson, of course, and Jason Sudeikis, who I think are just hysterical. So this one is probably going to be a lot of fun. This is about, I think they're married. It's a couple. The women end up giving the men a hall pass of sorts so they can go out and basically do whatever they want, hit on women. I don't know what else with women, but yeah, so it should be a lot of fun. This is another one, like, it's just one of those comedies that has escaped me all these years, and I've been meaning to see it. The fact that it's now like 10 years old is a little absurd to me, but hey, time flies, like I mentioned earlier. So Hall Pass from 2011 should be another cool one for the comedy collection. Next up is a thriller from 2004, and this is starring Julianne Moore, and I've seen this one. I thought it was pretty good, so I was happy to add it to the collection. This is The Forgotten. So basically, our main character here, her son dies. I think he was like 9-year-old son. He dies, and so it's months later. She's still grieving his loss. Then all of a sudden, she goes home, and her husband, who is an ER doctor, has no recollection of having a son at all, or I think even being married to her. I don't know exactly. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but and so then it's like, is she crazy or are they trying to mess with her head? What's going on in this? And so it's a really interesting one. It's not the best thriller I've ever seen by any stretch, but it's good enough to have in my collection. And look at on the back here. So these were the ones from like the miscellaneous random thrift store across the street from my hotel, and it's the first one I have here from MJ. So whoever MJ is decided that he needed to put his initials on all of the barcodes, and the worst part is this won't come off. I tried using like a wipey to get it off and it just won't come off. It's permanent marker. So yeah, that's kind of annoying, but I will give MJ props because all of his discs or her discs looked fantastic. So at least there's that. They may have their initials on here, but hey, the discs look good, so that's what matters. So anyway, from 2004, our first MJ disc here, The Forgotten. Here's a late 90s gem that I have heard so much about. It's supposed to be an excellent movie. My buddy said he loved it. It's just great. So this is a Katie Holmes. Timothy Olyphant is in this, who I absolutely love. But this is Go from 1999. So this is one that I don't know a ton about, but I've always heard really good things, that it's just a fun movie. And so let's see. Rona needs to make some extra cash. Simon wants to escape Vegas for the weekend. Adam and Zach want to stay out of trouble, but it's not just another night in the life of these unusual characters. They're about to embark on a wild ride that won't end until the sun comes up. So yeah, really looking forward to this. I'm guessing it's going to have an awesome soundtrack with it as well, just given its era. So yeah, really looking forward to watching Go from 1999 for the first time. I got to admit, I totally forgot I bought this one because I recently picked up the trilogy collection from Disc Replay, but this is Cruel Intentions, and this one has to be from what, like 98? 99. Okay, so also from 99, much like Go. So a fun year for movies, obviously. 99 is often considered one of the best years ever. But anyway, Cruel Intentions is just one of those movies that I've always liked. I watched it when I was probably too young to watch it, and it just always stuck with me. So it's just an amazing cast on this one with Ryan Phillippe in here, Reese Witherspoon, Sarah Michelle Gellar. It's a great cast. It's a really well done movie. It's kind of like, taboo. It's just a good movie from the late 90s. So I'm very happy to say now that I do have the full trilogy, which I've never seen number 2 or number 3 yet, but hey, it's fun to have the entire trilogy on DVD anyway. So yeah, this one is one that'll probably end up being traded in just because I do now have the trilogy. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys it anyway since I did pick it up while I was on vacation. So Cruel Intentions from 1999. This next one has to be one of the most odd finds in this haul. And this one, it doesn't have a barcode on it at all. I've never heard of it. I'm guessing you probably haven't either, but correct me if I'm wrong. But this is called $100 and a t-shirt. So this is actually a documentary about like magazine creators in the Northeast United States. So, I'm sorry, Northwest United States. So that's pretty much all I know about it. Like, you can take a look at the back there if you're interested, but like I said, there's no barcode on this, so I don't know how it was like purchased originally. I thought for sure it would be a burned disc, a manufactured on demand disc, but it's not. It's a pressed disc from what I can tell, which is interesting. So that means there must have been, some type of mass market of these, made them in bulk at least. So I don't know. Very interesting. I don't know anything other than that. I did see a date on the disc is from 2004. So I'm guessing a lot of the stuff here is probably outdated now because obviously, the print world was in a much different place than it was in 2004 than it is today. So yeah, this is kind of just one of those oddities that I thought was really cool for the collection. So if you know anything about this, please let me know down below. I'd love to know more, but $100 and a t-shirt, an interesting one for the documentary collection. Another one that is completely sealed, which is just awesome to me, but this is Home for the Holidays. You can't even see, I didn't get that off of there, but whatever. Yeah, so this stars, I know her, I just can't think of her name. Holly Hunter is in this, and Robert Downey Jr. is as well. So I don't know much about this. It's a Christmas movie. It is actually Sue from Movies and Sue. It's one of her favorite Christmas movies. So that's how I've heard about it. It just came out on Blu-ray recently, and she picked it up and was talking about it. So that's how the movie got on my radar. So I figured because she loves it so much, why not give it a shot, especially for, finding it at the thrift store. So yeah, very intrigued to check this one out. I don't know what year, 1995 it looks like. So yeah, should be a fun one for the holiday collection. This is one that is readily available on Blu-ray. I think there's actually a double feature with Swingers and this one, Rounders. But I figured, hey, let's just get it this way. I actually picked up Swingers on DVD from the thrift store, I don't know, within the last few months here. And so I figured I would grab Rounders as well because why not? That way I have them both in the collection. So this one is from 1997. It's a Miramax release. And another one that I've always heard really good things about. An awesome cast on here. You have Matt Damon on the cover there. Ed Norton is in this, who is, always enjoyable. So yeah, looking forward to this one. I don't really know what this one is all about. I think yeah, so they are like poker players, I guess, and, high stakes gambling, and things are going to kind of take off from there. So yeah, intrigued to check out Rounders. I feel like it needs to be a double feature with Swingers, do like a first time watch of both of them, because in my head, they're connected, and I don't exactly know why. I don't know if it's the same director or not. I don't know, but we'll see. I'm going to check out Rounders, and eventually I'll check out Swingers, and hopefully I can do it around the same time so I can talk about it with you guys later on. But Rounders from 1997. This is one of those movies that I just picked up because I've heard it is so awful and I've never seen it before. This is the prequel to Dumb and Dumber. We have Dumb and Dumber-er, When Harry Met Lloyd. So I have never heard a single positive thing said about this movie. Sometimes it's cited as one of the worst films ever made, along with like Son of the Mask, whatever it is. So yeah, very intrigued to check this one out, just because I love Dumb and Dumber. I mean, who doesn't love Dumb and Dumber? It's just a classic. And so yeah, have to check out Dumb and Dumber-er. I know I picked up the sequel at one point, and so I have to watch that too. I've only seen the original from as of right now, but yeah, I got to correct that. So Dumb and Dumber-er, When Harry Met Lloyd, another one for kind of that comedy collection, but that bad movie collection as well, most likely. This one looks like so much fun. It is a Sylvester Stallone movie from 2002 from the director of The Fast and the Furious. This is Daylight. So this, like I said, just looks like a lot of fun. Apparently there is a group of people that are trapped in this tunnel that is crumbling 100 feet underground. And so Sylvester Stallone and company are trying to rescue them. So I've never seen this one, and I frankly have never really heard much about it. I recognize the cover art for this, but that's pretty much it. So yeah, very intrigued to check this one out. It sounds like a heck of a lot of fun and the type of movie that I really tend to enjoy. So Daylight from 2002 with Sylvester Stallone. Hopefully you can't go wrong with that. This next one is a war movie that I've always heard about over the years, but I've never actually sat down and watched. And frankly, the real reason I wanted it is because the sequels to this, but I think both of them have like former WWE superstars in them, which is always just fun for me. But anyway, this is Behind Enemy Lines with Gene Hackman and Owen Wilson. So I don't know exactly. Let me see what year if I can find it. 2002 as well. And another one from our buddy MJ up there, so good for them. But yeah, this is, like I said, a war movie. The war is supposed to be over, as it says on the back of the box, but I'm assuming Owen Wilson's plane gets shot down in enemy territory, so they're trying to rescue him, is my assumption based on, you know, what I know about it. So yeah, hopefully it'll be pretty good, and really, I just want to eventually get those sequels to this, because I know, like, I'm 90% certain that Mr. Kennedy or Ken Kennedy is in one of the sequels. I think one of them is called Behind Enemy Lines Columbia. I think that's the third one, maybe. I don't know. But I just want to get those sequels so I have the entire collection just because it's stupid and fun. So I'm all about it. Behind Enemy Lines from, what did I say, 2002? I think 2000. Yeah, 2002. So a good one for the war collection. I was really excited to find this next one because somebody was just talking about it on Twitter like maybe a month or two before I found it. And this is actually an MTV Films film. And this is The Perfect Score. So this one was released in 2004. And the person that was talking about it said it's not, you know, necessarily the best movie, but they were trying to collect all of the MTV Films releases. And this was one of them that they needed. So I would love to watch all of them because it's just an interesting mix of movies. Like the first one ever was Joe's Apartment. What's the one? Dead Man on Campus was another of those. So just an interesting mix of movies. And this is another one from MTV. So this one covers these, the group of teenagers. I don't know if they're high school or college, but basically they're trying to pass this test. And so they attempt to break into this testing center to get the answers. So sounds like a lot of fun. And like I said, it's an MTV Films movie. So hopefully I'll enjoy it. This one is from 2004, The Perfect Score. This was one of those rare Kevin Smith movies that I didn't actually own. One of the very few, actually. But this is Jersey Girl. And this is one I've always heard kind of negative things about. I love Kevin Smith, and I've enjoyed, to some extent at least, almost all of his movies. So I'm hoping I'll like this one when I get around to it. I believe this is more of a romantic comedy than like his, you know, something like Mallrats or Clerks, but that's all right. I'm hoping I will enjoy it when I get around to it. It does have a really good cast here with Liv Tyler and Ben Affleck, so hopefully it'll be enjoyable. Jersey Girl from Kevin Smith. Next up is a movie from 2009. This is Pineapple Express, and this is directed by David Gordon Green, and it has just that typical cast that you would expect to see with Seth Green in here. James Franco is in this as well, and the guy whose name I always forget that hangs out with them, Gary Cole, is that him? Oh no, Danny McBride, that's what I was thinking of right here, Danny McBride. But yeah, this is a really great cast. You know, it's a typical like Judd Apatow cast, but a different director this time around. I imagine he had to have, yeah, he produced it. So that makes sense. It all comes together slowly in my slow brain. But anyway, this is one that I remember me and my wife watched when we first started dating. She was my girlfriend at that time, of course. But yeah, and I thought it was hilarious then. I ended up selling my DVD version of it years ago, but I picked it up again because I wanted to see it. And now I, you know, have access to it again. So Pineapple Express from 2009. This next one looks awesome, and thank goodness for MJ for dropping it off at the thrift store, because this looks fantastic. This is Men at Work from 1990. So this has the brothers in there, Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez, who, you know, I was such a big Emilio Estevez fan growing up because he was obviously the coach in the Mighty Ducks. So that was my first experience with him, and I've loved him ever since. But yeah, this one looks fantastic. Just a 1990, so obviously very early 90s, late 80s, style. I don't know if this is a comedy. I don't even know what it is. It's an action comedy. So I don't know. It just looks amazing. Like that cover pretty much sold me on it, and I kind of just went from there. Like that's good enough. You have Emilio Estevez and Charlie Sheen. Yeah, that's going to do it for me. So yeah, really looking forward to checking this one out. Men at Work from 1990. MJ hooked us up again here, and this one is from the makers of Ghostbusters and Road Trip. Like, that's, you couldn't be on more opposite sides of the spectrum. But anyway, I love both of those movies, so of course I'm going to check out Evolution. So I have heard of this one. I knew it existed. It's one I've wanted to see for a very long time, and it's just another one that I just never sat down and watched. So this one is from when? 2001. It has David Duchovny in it, which is just fantastic. So Julianne Moore is in here, Sean William Scott, like a really good cast on this. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to checking this one out. It looks like a ton of fun. It is a comedy sci-fi, which is like perfect, I guess, if you talk Road Trip, which is comedy, and then Ghostbusters, which is sci-fi, which obviously there are comedy elements in that as well. Just kind of a perfect mashup. So cannot wait to check this one out. I love both those movies. It is, from the producers or makers of, so hopefully I'll enjoy this one too. Evolution from 2001. Here's another one where, honestly, like, the cover is all I needed. This has Michael Biehn and Charlie Sheen in Navy SEALs, and that rhymes, so that just makes it 100 times better, which I didn't realize until I just said it out loud, but that's fantastic. So this one is also from 1990, so this is like peak Charlie Sheen with this and Men at Work, so I am thrilled to have this in the collection. Obviously, this one is going to be a war action type film because it's called Navy SEALs. I mean, that's, pretty obvious there, so yeah, really excited to have this one. I'll have to do a double feature, I guess, of Men at Work and Navy SEALs to just see how they compare, because peak Charlie Sheen, you can't go wrong. Really excited to add Navy SEALs to the collection. This next one is the second real oddity of this haul that I'm really excited about, but this is actually an anime, which is cool, but this is called Outlaw Star, and this is a 26 episode series, I guess, and it's interesting because on the back, you'll see it says all 26 or whatever it says, contains all 26 episodes on 3 DVDs. Down at the bottom here, it talks about 3 DVDs, but if you open it up, it's not actually 3 DVDs, it is 6 DVDs, which is really interesting because in multiple places it talks about being a 3-disc set. So I don't know, this is DVD collection 1, collection 2, and then DVD collection 3. So I think that's fascinating. I don't know what's going on here. This is a very early DVD release. It's like dated 1999 on it. So I don't know, just a fascinating relic here that I am super excited to have. And I'm intrigued to check this out. I don't really know much. I don't know anything about the anime, of course, but apparently it's about like this group of outlaw pilots that we're following the adventures of. So that sounds interesting enough. But yeah, just a really cool oddity for the collection. If you guys know anything about this series, please let me know down in the comments because I would love to know more. So Outlaw Star, the complete collection on DVD. Back-to-back TV series here. This next one is an animated series, but it's not anime. This is from Disney. We have Tailspin Volume 2. So you can see here it includes 27 high-flying episodes, which is really cool. And this was another one I found from the outlet location. Like, I don't know how this slips through the cracks and people don't want to pick it up, but I don't know. It's great. And the discs are all in great shape, too, so it's not like they were all scratched up or anything. That's not the case at all. But this one is actually a 3-disc set, as it says. And yeah, this is Volume 2, so I don't have Volume 1, but frankly, you don't really need it. Like, you're not following an intricate plot here from season 1 to season 2, and I've seen most of these when I was a kid, so I'm guessing I'll remember what's going on. But like I said, I used to love this when I was a kid, so I'm really happy to have this back in the collection. Tailspin Volume 2 with 27 high-flying episodes. Here's a movie from the director of one of my all-time favorites, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, Michel Gondry, which I know I called him Michael Gondry in one of my videos I filmed recently, and I'm like, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, like, I know how to say his name, I feel like such an idiot. But anyway, Michel Gondry, The Science of Sleep. And this one is from 2006. So I think this would probably be his follow-up to Eternal Sunshine, I would imagine. But anyway, this is it's going to be very him. And so I'm very intrigued to check this one out. Like I said, I picked this one up because I love the director. And I've wanted to see it for a long time because of the director. So yeah, it is a kind of, I don't even know what you want to call it. Just going to be like, apparently we are following like him in his dreams. It is a romantic comedy, it seems, but done in only the way that Gondry can do it. So really intrigued to check this one out finally. The Science of Sleep from 2006. So MJ apparently was nice enough to leave me a teen comedy, and this is one of the best teen comedies in my opinion. This is 10 Things I Hate About You from 1999. So this has a really great cast. Of course, Heath Ledger is in this. I think one of the first, like, I really noticed Heath Ledger was in this one. But you have oh my gosh, Joseph Gordon-Levitt in here as well. It's just a really well done movie, I think. Julia Stiles obviously in here too. I don't know, this is really funny. The main character, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, falls in love with his dream girl, but his dream girl likes this kind of angsty, I don't know, the mysterious boy, I guess. But yeah, this is just a really good one that I have not seen in a very long time. So happy that I was able to add this one to the collection for super cheap. 10 Things I Hate About You from 1999. The last one for today's haul is a DVD that has been on my list to find for quite a while now, because at least as of right now, the only way you can get this is on DVD. It's not available on Blu-ray yet, but this is just one of those super annoying comedies from 1991. This is What About Bob, with Richard Dreyfuss and Bill Murray, and just their relationship is so annoying, but it is hysterical. I've always enjoyed this movie. This was one of those like VHS tapes that my uncle had when we went up north, and so we would watch it, kind of not over and over again, but we did watch it while we were up there. But it's just a funny movie. Like I said, obviously it is annoying, but it's still really good. So very happy to find this one. I hope it does get a Blu-ray release at some point, but I'm happy to have the DVD in the meantime. So really excited to revisit this one because it has been quite a number of years now since I've seen it. So What About Bob from 1991 is going to wrap up my Media-Cation series. All right, so there they all are, the last of my DVDs from my Media-Cation. I am so happy now that I have finally wrapped up all 4 parts of my Media-Cation series. It has been a long time coming just because of the other videos that have been going up. I just haven't had time to do this one, but I'm happy now that that is complete. You guys now know everything I picked up back on the 4th of July weekend when I went to Columbus with my family. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this series. It was not really different than what you normally see. Just me, I happen to have picked them up in a different location. That's really the only difference. But anyway, if you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a like down below. That really does help me out. And like I always say, I don't just talk movies, I talk all things media, be it books, movies, video games, manga, graphic novels. If it's media related, I'm interested in it. And if you are too, you might consider subscribing. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for today. I just want to say thank you all so much for watching, and I want to encourage you to consume some media today. I'll catch you next time.